Welcome back to Vlogtober, guys. So right now I'm in my garage, first I want to say I'm sorry I didn't have a vlog yesterday. Yesterday was Indigenous Peoples Day, and the kids didn't have school, but my husband had to go to work, and so we just didn't do anything. My daughter left for maybe a few hours and hung out with friends, but other than that, there was nothing to vlog, so I just didn't vlog. Anyway, back to why I'm in the garage. This morning, I came outside to feed our stray cat Cherokee like I do every morning, and you guys know she's pregnant and she wasn't eating. She didn't want her breakfast and she was very needy on me. She has been for the past 2 days, very needy, very doesn't want me to leave her side, sort of thing, which are all indicators that she's about to go in labor, especially the not eating. And this morning it was even crazier, like she just would not leave me. So I did our normal morning routines, got the kids ready for school, took them to the bus, yada yada. I just came back out here about 20 minutes ago to check on her. I had like a little setup already for her to go. Like there's 2 boxes out here, a blanket, a towel, a puppy pad, and I could hear her sort of doing the loud growly purr sort of thing. It's kind of like in order to soothe themselves, they do this sort of purr. And she kept going underneath my husband's workbench. I kept trying to not get her to have the babies under there because it's dangerous under there. I went over there to try to coax her out and I heard a tiny meow and I was like, oh, I'm hearing things. No, she's in the process currently of giving birth. And so far, she's had 3. I don't know if there's any more. I'm going to assume there is. But so far, there's only 3. And it looks like there's 2 blacks and a white, from what I can tell. She's bathing herself and the babies. But yeah, so what I did was she had her babies underneath that workbench, like I said, which is dangerous. So luckily she trusts me. She wasn't happy with what I was doing at first, but I grabbed each baby individually and set it on a towel and brought it over to this little setup area over here that I had already pre-set up for her, hoping that she would have her babies in this area, but she did not. And I brought them over here one by one, all 3 of them, and then I told her, go get your babies so that I could get her out of there. She went over there and went to grab them and put them back, and I had to physically stop her and kind of coax her into the box to let her know, hey, this is your safe spot. You can go in this box, but like try to get her away from the workbench area. I don't really have a way to block it off, otherwise I would. I'm gonna try to do something if I can, but she was so huge, there's no way she just had 3 babies only. I'm hoping that she has some more than that. I mean, I'm assuming she's still in labor. I don't know if you can hear the little mews or not. Yes, I have a litter box over here for her too. I'll go ahead and show you a little bit. It's a little, you know, there's birth, so warning. Hey mama, you got your babies? Where'd the white one go? All I see is the 2 black ones. Where'd that white one go? Whoop! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh, mama, your baby fell. Where'd the white baby go? Are you sitting on it? Where is it? Cherokee, where's your other baby? Okay, I had to grab the white one because it was kind of behind her, and you know, they need to be close to mommy and stay warm, so I had to grab it. Uh-oh, your baby. Okay, so I have to leave soon because Savannah has a therapy appointment today, so I'm not going to be here for the rest of her labor. she's definitely still in labor. It looks like she's trying to push a fourth one out now. And you know, her belly is still big and kind of hard, like she has contractions. So yeah, I think she's pushing out a fourth one right now. Like I said, I'm not going to be here, so when I get back, maybe she'll have a few more. You know, I guess we'll see. So I'll keep everybody updated though. Okay guys, right now I'm at Savannah's school because I have to pick her up. She has a therapy appointment today. When I left, Cherokee was in the process of trying to push out a fourth baby, so I'm not going to be there for that, unfortunately. So I'll see how everything is going when I get back home. Also, right before I left to come get Savannah, I got a phone call from Skylar at school saying that he was a close COVID contact once again, and he had to be picked up. And since I was about to leave to go get Savannah, I had to have my husband get him, because Joe had to leave work and take his lunch kind of early to go get him from school and drop him off at home, because if I tried to do all that, Savannah would be late for her appointment. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. Anyway, Savannah should be out any minute, but I wanted to put in a disclaimer here really quick. I don't know if it's needed or not, but I feel like it's important to say that I had said earlier that I moved the kittens into a safe area and had Cherokee go over there where the babies were because where they were wasn't safe. I don't advise for people to do that sort of thing. People should, if they come across a situation like that, have professionals handle things like that. I personally have a lot of experience with cats and kittens. I started helping my cats when I was a kid give birth to their babies when I was like 7. So I've done this so many times, and I'm 40 years old. I've never in my life not had a cat. So I know what I'm doing and I know what's safe. So I felt confident enough that I could do everything safely and the right way. So I just want everyone to know that everything was done carefully and, you know, responsibly. And I do know what I'm doing. I could not leave those kittens where they were. They had to be moved. It's also a myth that you can't touch kittens when they're first born, otherwise the mom will disown them. That's not true. I mean, you can touch the baby, and like, it's not like you shouldn't be handling the babies and playing with them and holding them, but if you do need to touch them, the mom's not going to just shoo them away and say, ew, it smells like a human now. That's not going to happen. So the babies are okay. She's taking care of them. They're feeding on her. They were feeding when I left while she was trying to push out a fourth. So yeah, I just felt the need to put that in here because I do have experience with this, and I felt confident in myself that I could do everything properly. But I don't advise people who don't have experience to do stuff like that, unless like they're in like a dire, you know, need to be moved, there's danger, then yes, of course you should pick up babies and move them to a safe spot. But Cherokee has lived at my house for a year and a half, 2 years now or something, so she knows me, she's comfortable with me. She's basically my cat. She just lives in my yard. So she trusts me. She knew I wasn't gonna hurt her babies. I would think that if just a stranger came and stuck their hand down there, a mom giving birth might feel the need to attack someone, just out of like protection of their babies or themselves. So you just got to be careful with that sort of thing. But Cherokee trusts me already, so that wasn't an issue. She did want to try to move them back at first, like I said, because they don't know what's good for them always. She thought that was a safe spot in a place where no one could see her babies, but it wasn't. So yeah, anyway, that was a very long-winded answer, but I just wanted everybody to know that I do have experience with this and that they're all safe. Savannah should be out any minute. Okay, so just got Savannah. Yeah, so I was getting ready to leave to come and get you, and my phone rang, and it was Skylar. Oh, and I'm like, why is Skylar calling me from his personal phone from school? He's close contact again.
Are you kidding me?
And said, I need you to come get me. And I'm like,
are you you serious?
I'm getting ready to get Savannah. So I stood there for like 5 minutes on the phone with him, like, what do I do? Like, do I have to go get her real quick and then go get him and just try to make it to the appointment on time? We're gonna be late. Like, I don't know what to do. Should I get him first? Then I'll be late getting her. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, I have to get Savannah first. I'll probably be there in like 45 minutes. I can try to call your dad and see if he can get you instead. I don't know. He's like, don't worry about it. So I got off the phone with him and I tried calling your dad like 3 times. And then when he finally called me back, he's like, I just got off the phone with Skylar. So Skylar's the one that called your dad. And he's like, I'm on my way to get him.
So did Dad just take him home and go back to work?
He's on his way home right now to drop him off at home.
And then going back to work?
Going back to work, yeah. He just...
Wait, so am I going to have to stay home from school now?
I don't know, because the first time you didn't have to. He's the only one who ever had to when you had to.
I had to. Oh, well, I had to when he was sick. That's right.
This whole close contact thing is really annoying.
And honestly, it doesn't even make sense the way they're doing it either.
The kids are missing a lot of school because of close contact. And then the school is in turn getting angry that these kids are missing so many days of school. And it's like, you think that's the kids or the parents' fault? You can't blame us. You guys are the ones saying you can't go to school now because you were in close contact with someone who just tested positive.
Well, also, I took 1 sick day for my asthma, and I needed to rest because I didn't want to get all out of breath because I had a cold. And they made me take the rest of the week off and had Skylar take the rest of the week off. And then Skylar got a cold, and they made both of us take school off again.
Yeah. And the way they are doing the alerting the parents to this COVID contact stuff is so stupid. They have the kids call the parents. Like, I think the school should be the ones responsible for calling each and every parent and saying, you need to come pick up your kid.
That is weird.
Close contact, and here's the information you need to know. No, they don't do that. They don't tell us anything. They have the child call us and say, you need to come get me.
I get in high school, like, they could just send them to the office and be like, go home. But in middle school, they're not even allowed to have their phones out. So it's like...
Yeah. I hate the way they're doing this. I think that... I understand that probably the nurse will get in contact with everybody through email, but still, when they need to be picked up, don't have your kid call us. Like, the school should call us.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what's going on with that. And we're on our way to Savannah's therapy appointment now. It's been a day.
Hi.
Just left therapy.
Yeah.
So how'd it go?
Okay, so first I like updated her on like what happened over the weekend and stuff, you know, homecoming and all that. And something happened.
Jeez. It's loud.
Sorry. Something interesting is happening, guys. So like when I first kind of made my new friends that I have, the ones that I sit at lunch with, I didn't really want to sit at lunch with anyone, and I didn't want to have like friends. I just kind of wanted to be alone and like people to leave me alone.
We remember that conversation.
But now that I have friends, I've started to like look forward to the classes where I have friends, and I just want to be around friends and not be alone anymore. And it's kind of weird. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to having friends in my classes and more than just like a couple, you know?
I'm glad you're to that point now.
Yeah.
Did you just fart?
Yeah.
That was a weird sound.
So
what'd she think about you, like, being, like, looking forward to seeing him and stuff?
she thinks it's growth. Like a lot of improvement, even since the time we've been talking about.
I thought you were going to say she thinks it's gross.
It's disgusting. Friends are nasty.
That's what it sounds like.
No, she thinks it's improvement. We've made a lot of improvement since I've even been talking to her. And so then she was talking about like she had like a chart. She made a chart. She's like, okay, tell me something that you like asked for reassurance. And I said, am I controlling Tanner? And I was wondering if I was controlling Tanner. And she asked me for evidence, and I was like, well, because I asked him to hang out with me. And she was like, okay, that's not evidence. I need you to tell me how he reacted that made it seem like, you know?
Like you controlled.
Yeah. And like I was like, well, I invited him to homecoming. And she was like, keyword, you invited him to homecoming. And you didn't force him to come, but he came anyway, right? I was like, yeah. And then she was like, what's another one? I was like, am I his best friend? That's something I wonder. And she was like, okay, what's the evidence that he wouldn't be your best friend? And I was just saying, like, well, because I'm annoying. She was like, that's a feeling. What's the evidence? What's the evidence from him that you're not his best friend? And I was like, well, he has other friends. And she was like, okay, what's the evidence that you are his best friend? I was like, well, he told me. And
isn't it ridiculous sounding when you say it out loud? Like
yeah. And he calls me 24/7, and I'm the first person he talks to about everything, and I'm the only person he ever okay, that's not true, but he always talks to me. And then she's like, okay, what's another one? I was like, am I annoying him? It's all about Tanner. Sorry, Tanner. And she's like, okay, what's the evidence that you're annoying him? And I was like, well, because I asked for reassurance. And she's like, no, but like, what's the evidence from him? Like, did he act annoyed? She was like, okay, if someone was annoying you and you were talking to them on the phone, how would you react? And I'll be like, okay, I get it, like, shut up. But like, I would ignore them, and I would like try to end the call. And she's like, well, what did he do? He kept talking. He kept wanting to continue the conversation, even though I was like, I should hang up. He was like, no. And she was like, well, does that sound like someone who is annoyed with you? So yeah, and she was like, so what do you think you bring to a friendship? Like, what are good things that you bring to a friendship? And then she was saying, like, I have a lot of good qualities that I bring to a friendship, and any best friend is lucky to have me as a best friend. And she was asking me, like, what would happen if he wasn't your best friend? And I was like, I don't know. I would be sad. And she was like, yeah, and you know, if you want what you give to be reciprocated, and if you're not getting that, that's not good. And you know, like, you guys aren't friends anymore. Do you think about her constantly every day? And I'm like, no. And she's like, exactly. But like, are you still upset about it sometimes? I was like, yeah. And she was like, and that's how it would be.
So besides friendships, would you talk about you went driving once?
Oh yeah, we talked about driving. She asked me, what's like something that one of my passengers, if you watch the other therapy videos, you know what I'm talking about. The passengers are like it's like an analogy kind of for like your anxiety and your OCD and stuff. Like, what do they say when I'm driving that make me panic? And I was like, that I'm gonna crash. And she's like, okay. So then she had me come up with a bunch of evidence of like why I wouldn't crash, and like, even though I could crash, it's not likely. I've never been in an accident before. She's like, would your parents put you in a situation where they know it would be likely that you would crash? And I was like, no. And then I'm also educated and responsible and cautious and a bunch of stuff. And we were like talking about that. And then, yeah, my homework is to be mindful every day, like practice mindfulness every day at least once, when I'm calm and when I'm anxious. And then when the passengers are telling me stuff, I need to tell them to go away. And I need to drive.
You drove once.
Yeah, I need to drive more. That's it in a nutshell.
Anything else?
Not really. But yeah, she recommended we do every other week now because of how much progress I'm making.
That's good.
So yeah.
Glad.
Is that it?
I don't know. It's your therapy update, so if that's all that you had going on, then that would be it.
Okay.
We will come back later and vlog more later.
Okay, so we just got back home from her appointment and came to check on Cherokee and the babies. So there's now 3 all-black kittens and 1 all-white kitten. But she also had a black and white kitten that sadly didn't. I'm sure it probably came out stillborn. I think that's what happened. So sadly, one of them didn't make it, but so far she has 4. I think she might be done. She had 5 total. I think she might be done now, but I don't really know 100%, but I think she might be. It's really sad. But she's just laying there and feeding them now.
I didn't get to watch the birth.
No. update on the mama. It's been, let's see, 9 hours or so since they were born. Yeah, mama did a good job. They're hard to see. You did a good job, mama.
You're named after the hottest man alive. You know that? You should be proud to have that name.
Hi, Cody Poo.
You should be proud to have that name. It means you're a good-looking cat. Because Cody Fern's a good-looking man.
Cody, you love your grandma? Do you love me?
We're talking about American Horror Story.
No, we were talking about how Savannah's cat Cody is a troublemaker.
No, we were talking about Cody Fern. And we were
No,
talking
we were
about
talking
Angela
about
Bassett.
Cody, the cat.
No, we were talking about Cody Fern.
He was just in one of the kitchen cabinets.
Shh. Stop being... Look, you're freaking him out. Cody, I love you.
Savannah blamed it on the other cat that didn't do anything.
Because it is Violet. It's always Violet.
It wasn't Violet.
It's
It was
not my
Cody.
baby.
It's always Cody.
He could never do such a thing.
He's a troublemaker.
He would never. Yeah, we were talking about Angela Bassett has a wax figure now, guys. Oh! In a museum.
Museum.
Yeah. When's Cody Fern gonna get one? My dream wax museum would be Cody Fern, like it as all of his different characters, and then Cody Fern is it would just be the Cody Fern Museum. But then it would also be a section of all the Twilight characters, and then it would be all the Harry Potter characters, and then it would be the 911 characters, and then it would be Youngblood, Melanie Martinez. Can I make my own wax museum? Because it would be the best one ever invented.
To you, because it would just be your favorite people.
Yeah, my favorite. I have the best taste. Hello. Have you met me? I have the best taste ever. I'm in love with Angela Bassett.
We don't have anything going on tomorrow, do we? You have to stay after school, but like other than that. So Savannah has to do a choir concert practice.
Thursday. Oh yeah.
Is that tomorrow?
Rehearsal tomorrow.
Yeah, rehearsal tomorrow until what, 5:30?
5:20.
Oh.
It's weird because like so school gets out at 3:30, and then she has what's called concert choir, which is the freshman level choir. They rehearse, and then chorale, which is the women's choir for like sophomore girls, and then they have chamber, which is me, the advanced choir. From 4:45 to 5:20. So I don't know what I'm gonna do from 4:45 to 5:20, or from 3:30 to 4:45.
Yeah, so Savannah won't be home till probably 6 or something, and then
Maybe I can record a rehearsal.
yeah, like you should try to vlog some stuff tomorrow.
You're allowed
'cause
to sit in there and watch the other people rehearse.
maybe just me and Skylar can do Inktober by ourselves tomorrow, because Skylar has to be home since he was close contact. I don't have anything else to vlog tomorrow. It'll be me and Skylar at home, but I don't know. Like, Skylar spends most of his time in his room. I can vlog the kittens.
Oh my god, and Dylan would be in my wax museum.
Museum.
Shut up! He would.
Alright, well, I'm gonna end this vlog here. What? You look like you're gonna say something.
Edward.
Oh my god.
What? I didn't do anything.
This is Milo. Milo over here, look. Hi, this is the annoying cat. The most annoying cat you'll ever meet in your life.
Mean.
But he is.
You're annoying.
He's the one who likes to sit on the counter, wait till you look at him. He looks you directly in the eye, and then he knocks everything off just to get you to get up and feed him. Because he's fat. Alright, so that's going to be it on this vlog today. So we will see you tomorrow. Savannah, maybe we'll see you tomorrow. I don't know.
Well, you're just not gonna vlog me? Rude.
Well, no, I mean, I want you to be in the vlog, but, like, I don't know, like...
I'll tell you about my day on the vlog.
Try to vlog. Everyone tell Savannah, vlog at school. Vlog something at school.
I'm nervous. Well, bye, poopies.